Well, I've had some requests for my pizza recipe, and some people wanted to see exactly how it was done. So we're going to start today with the pizza toppings. Now this has already been dehydrated. We'll show you how to do this in a later video. But we've got the pizza toppings here. We've got just a little bit of water, and it looks like it's to a good rolling boil. So we will cut that off, and we'll go ahead and get our pizza toppings started on the rehydrating process while we wait. And just be careful pouring this into the bag not to get the water on your hand. Boiling water on bare hands is not ever a good thing. But you can see we've just added a little bit of water to that. We'll set this off to the side and the stove off to the side. We'll zip this up so we can sit there and start the rehydration process. That'll give us our sauce in a few minutes. Now, while we let that sit there and rehydrate, we've taken our pizza mix. What I picked up at the grocery was this Jiffy Pizza Mix. I think it's about 38 cents a box, and I've simply cut this recipe in half. If you use a whole package, it calls for half a cup of water, so we'll be using a quarter cup of water. And we'll try to do this just like we would while we were on the trail. You'd divide this up, obviously, when you were at home. And we'll open the bag, and it calls for warm water. It doesn't have to be boiling, but you definitely want it to be warm. So we'll take a quarter cup of water and just pour it right into the bag. And we'll close this up. We'll start kneading this dough around. Alright, now I went ahead and measured out about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Just what I like to use. You use a little vegetable oil or whatever. We're just going to drizzle that right across the top. Let that kind of sit there for a minute. We'll give that a few more minutes to sit, and we'll go back to our pizza sauce. Pizza sauce looks like it's coming along pretty well. It's just warm water, but now you can see we're definitely getting a nice sauce in here. Now for the cheese topping today, I'm not sure exactly where I came up with this package, but what you'll want to use is just a cheddar cheese powder, and you can easily pick this up off the internet. Just do you a Google search for cheddar cheese powder, and you can buy it from small packages all the way up to number 10 cans if you need that much. Just looking at this, it looks like that's coming across pretty well now. Start by getting all that dough down into our pan. Try not to leave too much on the bag. Get off everything that you can. A little messy, but not too bad. Just the fingers are going to get dirty. So now we'll take that dough and we'll drizzle the rest of the oil right over the top of it. Makes it a little easier to work with, a little less sticky. So you can see I've just got a lump of dough in the pan. And we'll start by just working that out into a thin pizza crust of the pan. Got it pretty nicely evened out. Might not be perfect, but it won't kill the pizza if it's not. So now, got a pizza sauce. We'll give it one last little mix here. You almost have to knead it a little bit. And this already has our pizza sauce in it. It's got our vegetables in it, some onions, some bell peppers, some mushrooms, and it also had dehydrated hamburger meat in it. So we'll take that, get that over. Just roll that bag right down. We'll pull that out right onto the top of our pizza. And we'll work that all around on our our dough here. Now you could add pepperonis to this if you don't mind a little extra weight. You could take some real cheese with you if you don't think you'll like the powdered cheese. But we're always shooting for the lightest weight possible. So you can use your spoon if you're doing group cooking. Maybe cooking for your partner. He might not want your grimy trail hands in it. That gets us down to mixed up, spread out with our pizza sauce. And last but not least, of course I didn't bring a napkin with me. Last but not least, we'll just tear into this package of cheese sauce. Start sprinkling it right across the top of our pizza. Now, got that all done. Let me grab a spread out. Alright, let me take a quick break, get my hands cleaned up. We'll come back and get this in the oven. Alright, got hands cleaned up. Pulled out a few more things. Got the backpacking oven and got the stove. And I went ahead and already filled up the water and got the little metal rings in there. So this is ready to go. So all we're going to do now is take the pizza, set it right on top, and cover everything up. Just try to get you a tight seal here because you want to hang on to all that moisture that you can. And if you didn't catch the video on the backpacking oven, you can go back and check it out, see how we made this oven. That's in one of our earlier posts. Alright, so we've got that started. Get our stove fired up here. And we'll simply set it up here and let it do its baking. Now what I'm going to do, I got the stove turned up a little high. I'm going to leave it on high for just a couple of minutes. Once I hear that water start boiling inside, I'll back that thing down to a slow simmer, and we're going to let it sit there and cook for about 30 minutes. And we'll be back after the 30-minute break, and we'll let you see what the finished pizza looks like. Alright, well, we've had our pizza cooking for right at 30 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and pull this off and take a peek at it. I'm going to leave the stove burning. Be careful pulling this off. That hot steam will definitely get you. Look at that. Pizza. Alright. Let's pull some plate over here. See if we can't work our pizza out of the pan and onto the plate. I'm going to stick just a little bit to this. Maybe I should have browned it just a little bit longer here. Alright, didn't come out exactly right. As you can see, we got a nice pizza crust that's done through and through. And it definitely tastes better than it looks as it came out. You guys have a good day. Happy trails.